Welcome, it's time for the latest edition of Vinnie's Mounjaro journey. This time we review week 8 of the journey. Please hang out with us and listen to Vinnie give the week 8 recap for his Mounjaro journey.
Hello, this is Vinnie again. I'm here to talk about my Mounjaro journey. This is the recap for week 8. Now this one was a little bit different from my normal recaps. There was a little bit of traveling going on, and I was a little anxious because I took my injection last Friday, and today is Friday again, Friday, May 1st. I actually took the injection in the morning, and then we took the plane out of the airport shortly after that, a couple hours later. And my challenge was dealing with the travel aspect of the Mounjaro. So I had purchased a Mounjaro travel pack before, and I put the pack in the freezer, got it all nice and chilled up. The pack has space for 2 pens, but I was only taking 1. So this pen has to last in the refrigerated state for a week. So in any case, I was a little bit nervous about it because the Mounjaro travel pack is rated for 6 to 8 hours. And my 2.5 hour flight somehow turned into 8 hours between the time getting to the airport, waiting for the plane, getting on the plane, taking the Uber to the hotel, and all that kind of stuff. So that was fun. Now, I haven't taken my injection today yet. I'm about a half hour past my normal deadline. I'm going to do it here shortly. But before I do that, I'm going to show you this Marriott hotel refrigerator, which the one at this hotel worked pretty good here in Eugene. I had one that I used before in Corvallis, didn't work so good. So let me just show you here as I enter in to the refrigerator and get my injector. Okay, so when you're traveling with medication that needs to be refrigerated, you're very much top of mind of having a refrigerator at your room. In this case, I used the Mounjaro travel pack, and I think that thing is rated for 6 to 8 hours. And by the time I got to the hotel, it was like 8 hours. And here's what I got at the hotel. So this is a Marriott Courtyard hotel, and they have this wonderful refrigerator here, which I opened and found to be warm inside. So then we had to call the front desk and ask somebody to help us out, or what the deal was. They said they'd send someone up. So they sent up Finnegan, and Finnegan showed us this here. So this refrigerator, some ungodly reason, Marriott wants to save some sort of money on this. There's 2 buttons here. The top button, you can put it on for 8 hours, just on snooze, I guess. And it goes for just slightly under room temperature. Definitely not cold enough for your medications. And then there's a second button here, quick chill. Finnegan told me that this button will make it really cold in the refrigerator, but only for 2 hours. He said you would have to get up every 2 hours and press that button again. So that really doesn't work. So what happened? Well, Finnegan said, I'm going to go check and see. He said, we have had people here with this issue before. Yeah, he said, we have had people with this issue here before. He said, I'll go and see if we have an extra refrigerator somewhere. and my wife and I were starving because the plane and everything, the plane and the drive took like 8 hours to get here to Corvallis. And so we're like, okay. And he said, no, I'll be right back. So Finnegan ran out, and much fortunately for us, he came back with a little mini fridge. So let me show you that. So here is the mini fridge that Finnegan brought to us. Very nice young man. And plugged it in. He said it'd probably get nice and cold quick, and it did. So you can see here, I have my Mounjaro travel pack. The medication is not in here, but you can see it's nice and frosty. So when I do get ready to travel later today, I'll have this nice cold travel pack. This is actually, today is a Saturday, the day after my last injection. So I have to keep this stuff cold for almost a week. Now, here is the refrigerator portion. And what I did is I took an ice bucket, which is a good handy opportunity of last resort. And I put my Mounjaro in ice, and then you see here the ice is just now starting to get cold. Starting to get melted. So we're still here for another 4 or 5 hours today. So I'll go get some more ice and keep that going while you see it's in the refrigerator. So it stays nice and cold on both accounts. Anyway, always important. Try to figure these things out in advance when you have to travel with medication that needs to be refrigerated. All right, I got a nice full ice refill. Get rid of all the water that was in there. A nice bit of ice. You just have to kind of massage this down in here because there's so much ice. Sorry. There we go. All right, so this is a little mini fridge. And here's my pack. And it's not warm in there. I would say it's not super cold, but it's going to be cold enough for this program. You see the packs there. They're not frozen, but they're still cold. And I put a little extra ice in there just to make sure that this was all nice and cold. So here's my pen. And I'm going to go away now and inject it. I think top right part of my leg on the outside. All right. It seems like maybe there's not a lot of fat on the outside of that leg. So I had my wife assist me. We pulled up a little bit of fat on the inner thigh area and utilize the injector. As you can see, it has been used. And at the end of that experience, it did leave a little dollop of blood.
Well, thank you very much for your attention to Vinnie in this video. Traveling with medication that requires a certain temperature can be stressful and requires planning. All plans have to include a plan B. Improvisation is key. Vinnie was unable to provide any weight figures this time around, and just didn't keep a food diary either, so you'll have to come back for further videos for that sort of information in the future. Please like and subscribe if you're interested in supporting Vinnie in his Mounjaro journey.